Let's move into some market news now. Purple Group, the owner of the EasyEquities investing platform, has posted an interim loss. SABC News markets presenter Nastassia Arendse joins us in studio to unpack the company's earnings as well as give us an update on the day's local trading activity. Nastassia, good afternoon. Perhaps we can start off with background on Purple Group before we look at what's happened today.
That's right. So Purple Group is a company that's listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. It's in the small cap sector. It's a financial services company, so it operates in the trading, investment, as well as asset management business. Some of its subsidiaries include GT247 as well as Ampra Asset Management. However, some of the viewers may be familiar with it when it comes to its EasyEquities trading platform. So this is a platform that allows investors to invest in shares, basically fractional investing at low costs. It became popular in 2014 when the platform was launched, and it was touted at the time as the ability to be able to democratize investing. It's valued at 1.46 billion on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and basically, because of that fractional ability, it does allow some investors to buy shares on the JSE and the New York Stock Exchange.
So on the back of that, Nastassia, take us through the highlights of the results. Ultimately, what stood out?
So this company released a trading update on Friday late afternoon. So part of the JSE listing requirements is that you have to release a trading update if you believe that your company's earnings will either be 20% higher or lower. This particular case, they were expecting a loss that was between 89 to 90 cents a share. And of course, when that trading update came out, that share price on Friday was down about 6%. When the results came out this morning, we saw the share price down about 11%. It's recovered somewhat, but it's still quite low. So some of the highlights here, when we look at the numbers, profits have dropped as expected. They did report a loss. And interestingly, they are spending quite a lot of money when it comes to IT and infrastructure investing. And this is the ability for them to be able to drive customers, at least clients, when it comes to South Africa, the Philippines, as well as the Southeast Asia markets. They are planning on launching new products in order to compete with competitors. However, with all of these expansions that they need to do, it requires capital. So they have also indicated that as time goes on, they will be announcing details of a rights issue, planning to raise about 150 million rand in order to be able to fund some of the growth strategies, at least over the next 3 years. The silver lining, even though we saw these horrific numbers, is the fact that there are a number of active clients that are growing on the EasyEquities platform. They're sitting at around 831,000 active clients.
There's also been some skepticism about its prospects and that of its ties at EasyEquities. Why is there that doubt?
So it all goes back to when the company was launched, or rather this particular product was launched, EasyEquities, in 2014. So again, we were talking about democratizing investing by fractional, share purchases. They were still aiming at having about 1 million active clients. So it's one thing to have 2.9 about billion rand when it comes to investments, or rather deposits, where people open accounts and want to be able to trade on the platform. But you need active clients. They need to be constantly buying and selling shares. That is how you earn fees. This model is actually quite different from the models we see with the bigger asset managers. They're able to generate fees whether there's any churn or movement in the portfolio or not. So in this particular case, when markets are quite bad and people are holding on to their money, I suppose call it less experienced investors tend to not be as active anymore. We did see quite an increased activity in 2020 when people were at home. So it's quite different now.
Just very quickly as we wrap up, Nastassia, we're obviously also looking at the local trading activity. How are local and global markets also performing so far?
So the all-share index so far is about 0.3% higher, so it's in the green, and that's led by the industrials and the resources. Globally, markets are looking mixed. The rand a little bit on the back foot, and that's because of the shorter trading day we are expecting over the week. But we will expect to see some earnings come through, at least on the US side.
Market updates by Nastassia Arendse. Thank you very much for joining us for those updates. We'll continue to monitor as the day unfolds. We'll leave that discussion there for now.